Study Section 2, Statistical Coordination. Introduction. Statistics play an important role in policy development and in monitoring the achievement of policy objectives nationally and internationally. Policy goals are often expressed in quantitative terms. The major role of National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) is the coordination of statistical activities of the Federation. It directly coordinates at the federal level and indirectly at the state level. The state statistical agencies also coordinate the work of statistical divisions in the state ministries, parastatals, and the units in the local government. This study session will introduce you to statistical coordination. You will learn about machineries for statistical coordination, statistical standards, definition, classification, and methodology. Learning outcomes for study section 2. At the end of this study session, you should be able to discuss the process of statistical coordination, explain the essence and machineries for statistical coordination, explain statistical standards definition, classification, and methodology. Statistical coordination. Coordination concerns both the statistical services and data produced. The purpose of coordination is to allow the component of a statistical system to act as a coherent system. It is necessary for obtaining an integrated system, achieve efficiency and uniformity in methods and results. A decentralized statistical system necessarily calls for coordination. However, it is more difficult to achieve coordination in a decentralized statistical system. Through coordination, there is 1. Minimization of inefficient utilization of technique knowledge, duplication of work, gaps in information, and cost. 2. Certainty that the most useful set of statistical data is produced. The type of statistical system dictates the nature of coordination. Reasons, incentives for coordination. To create a national statistical system in which outcomes of various data collections engender comparability, harmonization of concepts, definitions, classifications, and sampling frame. To minimize duplication of efforts and forge agreement among agencies on effective and efficient data collection methods and schedules. Ensure international policies and best practices are employed. Sharing information that would improve the other agencies' ability for statistical response. Providing access to statistical expertise that complements the expertise available. Engaging in joint statistical activities so as to provide leverage for both budgets. Coordination of Nigerian National Statistical System. The National Statistical System is coordinated by the Governing Board of the NBS. The board takes policy decisions and monitors coordination of the system, while the National Consultative Committee on Statistics is another mechanism for coordinating the system. The committee is headed by the Statistician General, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the NBS. Functions of coordinating agencies. 1. To examine the statistical programs of the various agencies annually in order to achieve greater coordination and avoid unnecessary duplication of effort, and evolve a national statistical program for the approval of the NBS board. 2. To examine the Statistics Act and recommend to the board any necessary changes as the need arises. 3. To develop strategies which shall ensure uniform standard and methodologies amongst the various agencies with a view to improving on the quality, comparability, and timeliness of their statistics outputs. Providing access to statistical expertise that complements the expertise available. Engaging in joint statistical activities so as to provide leverage for both budgets. Coordination of Nigerian National Statistical System. The National Statistical System is coordinated by the Governing Board of the NBS. The board takes policy decisions and monitor coordination of the system, while the National Consultative Committee on Statistics is another mechanism for coordinating the system. The committee is headed by the Statistician General, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the NBS. Functions of coordinating agencies. 1. To examine the statistical programs of the various agencies annually in order to achieve greater coordination and avoid unnecessary duplication of effort, and evolve a national statistical program for the approval of the NBS board. 2. To examine the Statistics Act and recommend to the board any necessary changes as the need arises. 3. To develop strategies which shall ensure uniform standard and methodologies amongst the various agencies with a view to improving on the quality, comparability, and timeliness of their statistics output. Statistical Coordinating Committees. The essence of the Statistical Committee is to significantly contribute to the standardization of concepts, definitions, and methodologies that will enhance statistical activities. In Nigeria, the coordinating committees are 1. State Statistical Coordination Committees and Local Government Statistical Advisory Committee. This committee is made up of the heads of the state statistical divisions in the ministries and parastatals. It is chaired by the State Director of Statistics. 2. The Federal Statistical Agencies Coordinating Committee. This is made up of heads of statistical divisions in all federal ministries and agencies under the chairmanship of a State Director of NBS. This committee looks at programs and ensures an alignment of them while the statistical outputs are evaluated before publication. 3. The National Consultative Committee on Statistics. This committee is made up of the State Directors of Statistics, heads of statistical division in some federal ministries, including the Director of National Data Bank. This committee handles all the statistical production issues and is chaired by the Director General of the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS. 4. The National Advisory Committee on Statistics. This committee is made up of members drawn from among producers and users of statistics, including universities and research institutions. This committee, chaired by the head of NBS, brings together users and producers of statistics for effective dialogue of good quality and relevant statistics. 5. The National Council on Statistics. This comprises state commissioners who are responsible for statistics and the head of federal agencies like the Central Bank of Nigeria, National Population Commission, etc. This committee, chaired by the Minister of National Planning, is responsible for statistical policy issues. Coordination measures include 1. Planning work programs, 2. Reviewing sheets, 3. Establishing statistical standards, 4. Selecting and exchanging personnel, 5. Preparing and coordinating statistical publications, e.g. Annual Abstract of Statistics. Effectiveness of coordination. This could be achieved through 1. The nature of the plan for national statistical data, 2. The technical quality of methods, 3. Extent of duplication of work and expenditure, 4. Consistency and comparability of data, 5. Extent to which users' requirements are met, 6. Timeliness of release of statistics. Statistical standards. These are means for achieving uniformity in methods and results. The essence of standardization is to improve data quality. Subject fields and purpose of generating the data are major factors of standards defects. 3 major areas of consensus are 1. Standard definition, like those of employment, industrial establishment, household, and so on. International standards are available in different subject fields. 2. Standard classification, for example, in economic activities or health conditions. 3. standard methodology like constructing index of industrial production or presenting sampling errors of estimates. Legal provision. The implementation of statistical policies as well as the organization and development of statistical systems can be strengthened by legal provisions to back up collation and publication of statistical data. Without adequate legal provision, statistical agencies will be at the mercy of the respondents, especially in a society where every move of government at collecting information is viewed with suspicion. Summary of Study Section 2. In this study session, you have learned that 1. Coordination concerns both the statistical services and data produced. The purpose of coordination is to allow the component of a statistical system to act as a coherent system. 2. The National Statistical System is coordinated by the Governing Board of the NBS. The board takes policy decisions and monitors coordination of the system, while the National Consultative Committee on Statistics is another mechanism for coordinating the system. 3. The essence of the Statistical Committee is to significantly contribute to the standardization of concepts, definitions, and methodologies that will enhance statistical activities. This is the end of Study Section 2. Thanks for listening.